Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Life of a Pro Cyclist series, episode 2. What I realized in the first one was I didn't lay down the groundwork of what my weight is, where I'm at power wise, different things like that, because we're in the off season, right? So everything's gonna be completely different than my peak form, peak weight, everything. So what I really wanna do is I wanna kind of break that down for you today and give you an idea of a starting point of where I'm at. And then as we progress through the season, obviously we're gonna continue to update that and give you information about that. But hopefully every single time I can kind of give you some data on that as well, because I think that's also really cool to watch how a cyclist changes from off season to peak form to their kind of the mid-low valley during the season and then back into peak form, different things like that. But today what we have on tap is, it is off season, but we are starting to do VO2 max work. Currently we are December 15th, something like that. So it's a good time to kind of start getting that system going again. I know it only takes about 4 to 6 weeks to really build that system up, but the goal here is we're just basically just hitting on that system a little bit, keeping it activated, starting to get those juices flowing, and then probably in late January, February, we'll really start to hit on some concentrated VO2 work. But today we're just gonna be doing kind of a maintenance one. There's a couple different ones I give athletes, and there's a couple different ones that my coach gives me too as well. But today we're doing 5 by 4 minutes at VO2 max, bringing the drone out, so hopefully we get some sick shots of it. But anyways, let's get on the road and I'll tell you more about where I'm at currently. So let's give you an idea of where I'm at power wise, all right? So this year, 2021, my peak threshold was 365. And I think my race weight, I was at about 146, 147. So I think 365 was putting me about, I'll say it was like 5.4 or 5.5 or something like that watts per kilo. And I was able to do that 365 for about 30 to 35 minutes. I never fully tested it, but I know I did do one day, my second or third interval, I rolled out 360 for 30 minutes. So that's what I was putting out. My peak 20 was around 384, put me at 5.8 watts per kilo. And then my 5-minute power, my peak 5-minute was, what was that? 468. And that put me around 7 watts per kilo, I believe, something like that. Or six and a half, no, maybe it was 7. So that's where all those numbers were. Those were my peaks for the year when I was flying. Obviously I had a good season. I had a lot of good podiums, and first year I didn't win a race, so that kind of sucked, but I got 3 second places, a couple other, anyways. Outside of that, where I'm at now currently, I was testing, and my 20-minute right now is around 345 to 350. So it's pretty low compared to where my peak was. And then my threshold is currently around 330. So obviously I got some work to do, but now here's the cool thing is it's off season and that stuff comes back quickly. I don't know where my 5-minute is right now, but I'm not doing my VO2 max and rolls at my 410 to 420 watts that I was doing in season last year. Right now I think I'm around 370 to 390, which is completely okay. But that's where I'm at power wise. All right, now let's talk weight. As I said earlier, my peak racing weight, I was around 146, 147, pretty much the whole year. Once I peaked after nationals and had some moving and different stuff, I didn't ride as much. The weight came up. I didn't worry about my nutrition as much. Kind of took a much needed relax on that. So I ballooned up to 158. Now I'm working with my nutrition coach and we're starting to get serious and get stuff dialed because the season's right around the corner. So now, as of today, mid-December, I'm rolling around, I think this morning I was about 154.5, and body fat's around 9.4%. So obviously, when I am on race weight and everything is super dialed, it's gonna be far lower than that. But yeah, that's where I'm at race weight wise. With all that information, this is off season. That's how I am in the off season. And I don't think a lot of people really notice that. I think people think that pros are fast year round. And that is absolutely not the case. But we are doing a rebuilding and everything will come back. So I'm not worried about it. Honestly, what I've been doing the last couple months, so I've been doing a ton of tempo, so much tempo. It's ridiculous. Like I'm talking, I was doing an hour 40 of straight tempo at 285, with the first 30 minutes being low cadence, like we're talking like 70, and then the next 30 minutes being 100 plus cadence, and then the final 40 minutes just being whatever I wanted to do. But I got to where I was spending an hour 40 at 285 watts, just chilling with a heart rate, average heart rate of like 168. So to give you an idea, my threshold heart rate is about 180 to about 182 to 184, that range. So we're just building up that aerobic base. Like I did 4.5 hour endurance ride at, I think it's about 225, 230. I think my average heart rate was like 134. Just stay on the pedals the whole time. That's what all that has done to pay off. So now we're in that time of year where we're starting sweet spot work, start build that up. And like I said, we're hitting on some of that VO2 to get those systems firing again and get them ready for the real work that will come in a couple months. Let's get back to this ride. All right, so today's workout, here we go. 4-minute efforts. Goal, since my threshold's lower, obviously, the goal today is 345 to 390 for 4 minutes. Anywhere in that zone for the average is what we are looking for. With that, we are doing 4-minute recoveries. So I'm trying to keep those zone 1 or less. What's less than zone 1? Dead. And then other than that, we got 5 of these bad boys. Today's choice of road is the road that goes by my mom's house. It's a super cool road, dairy road. It's a good climb. I'm actually on it right now, but it's got this good kicker, which is perfect for keeping power up. It's a nice steady climb. The KOM is about 530, something like that. I got it during a 5-minute power test after I came here after nationals. So I have the current KOM on this climb, but it is perfect for 4-minute efforts. And I'm not doing my 5-minute max power, so I will not be reaching the top, which is good. Not super excited for these, but we're gonna get them done. Oh, workout done. I'm so bummed. So I whipped out my Skydio drone, which is super sick because it flies on its own, avoids all these trees, all kinds of cool stuff. Well, it had an update, and I updated it. So I launched this thing to film my workout to give you a sick view. And the thing like goes bananas. It just all of a sudden just takes off, goes into these trees, flying around in these trees for a while. I'm like, what the hell is it doing? And I got like the beacon thing, so GPS is to it. Finally, it finds its way out of the tree, and then I start to move, and it's like, boom! It takes off in the opposite direction, and doesn't even like dodge, it just runs straight into this tree. Boom! And it crashes. And I'm like, what'd they do? Like give it kamikaze firmware update or something? It just went bananas. So I wasn't able to get that. So dumb. So the best part of this whole video is not even gonna be in the video. Stupid. But anyways, good workout. Like I said, my targets were 345 to 390. I think I was about 375 on the first one, and then the rest of them were 380 to 385. So I'm actually really happy with that on the higher end of my target. Oh, but the lactic acid burn was real. You have no idea. Now for just some solid zone 2 and we'll get home. Alright, I absolutely love it back here. Yeah, in the springtime, this place is gonna be so pretty. Nice little reservoir. But in the fall, oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal back here. Anyways, so I'm excited. I got team camp coming up here in January 3rd. All of Team Skyline is gonna be getting together. We got a lot of cool things going down. We're doing a diabetes awareness ride. It's the charity we raise money for, winning the race with diabetes. That foundation is what we raise money for, and it's a charity ride. It's gonna be sick. Whole team will be there. Anyone can come. It's like $50 for the reg, and all that money goes towards the diabetes awareness fund. Super cool stuff, good cause. But if you guys are in San Diego, January 9th, and you want to do a Grand Fondo, I believe it's 100 miles, almost 9,000 feet of climbing with Team Skyline. Now, we're not gonna blow your doors off, because that wouldn't be fun. But we will be out there. We'll hang out with you guys. Come join us. I'll put a link down below. It's to Bike Reg. But whew, dude, I'm whooped from those VO2s. So I'm almost home, almost done for the day. Super good day. Power is slowly coming back. I did these a couple weeks ago. Dude, I was doing like 355, 360. Now I'm doing 380. So things are slowly building, progressing. Super exciting. And yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of life as a pro cyclist. More to come as always. Keep riding, train hard, guys. See y'all in the next video. What are you still doing here? You can go now. It's totally fine. I want to suffer by myself. Go on. Thank you.